Welcome, guys. This is Antman2050, and we're playing Shadow of War. So, without much more to do, let's go ahead and jump in. We're gonna go ahead and do it the normal, because we're gonna get as best of an experience as we possibly can. I may do a little story so far, a bit later. They start off with one here in a minute, but it's very brief.
I had a family once. A wife
This is beautiful.
and a son. And I buried them along with everyone I ever knew. What has happened to me? Am I dead?
You are banished from death. Cast adrift between the worlds of light and dark. You are bound together, Talion. My life and yours.
Who are you, Wraith?
I shaped the history of Middle-earth. I crafted the Rings of Power.
Celebrimbor, greatest smith of the Second Age. Sauron deceived you into making the rings. He tortured both you and your kin.
Perhaps that pain was what makes us.
I should have died with my family.
I thought you wanted revenge. But there is only one way to close the circle. To defeat Souron.
The time has come for a new ring.
The world of men is ending. I have seen it. I have felt it. In the fires of Mount Doom, a ranger and a wraith, bound together in death, craft the one thing that could challenge the Dark Lord. A ring of power. But power can blind those who seek it, and even the strongest bonds can be broken. The future I have seen cannot come to pass.
Celebrimbor.
Death calls to you again, Ranger. How do you answer?
Talion, this is beautiful. Where did you find it?
I still have a few friends left in Gondor. What's wrong, my love?
Past is the past. Nothing can be changed.
We must leave this place. We can go now.
Not too late. What it is.
The Wraith calls to you. I call to you.
Wraith!
Where are you?
He waits for you.
How's that for an opening?
Never know what you'll find here.
Need to keep quiet.
Come, Talia. Free me.
These orcs are preparing for war.
I kind of keep waiting for them to quiet down, but
Talion. Talion.
they can just keep on talking. Anyhow, so, I mean, how's that for an opening? I mean, really. So, I did put a little bit of time in the night before, and so I've learned a few things, but there's still a lot that I don't know how to do.
Something just moved over there.
And so we're still kind of learning it. But yeah, if I was to describe this game, it would be best described as like 3 different types of things. So it's like Assassin's Creed meets Batman meets Dynasty Warriors meets Pokemon. It's really got the best of a whole lot of different worlds. So right now you're kind of, of course, seeing the Assassin's Creed-y part of it. The one odd thing about it is that a lot of what you do requires you to hold buttons. So when I'm climbing, I often forget that I need to hold down the X key. But because we're not quite human, we can do some pretty impressive stealth kill stuff. So, you know, even in Assassin's Creed, I wouldn't dare to jump from here to do a stealth kill. But here, you know, whatever. It's no big deal. Italian's pretty handy. He can get work done pretty well. Yeah, they'll eventually fill us in on what we need to do here. But yeah, I'm actually kind of really impressed with a lot of the awesomeness that they've put into this game. They definitely put a lot of time in to get the atmosphere.
Celebrimbo, what has been done to you?
You've kept us waiting.
Free him!
Spider does not forfeit his prey, Ranger. Not unless a greater has set before it. called you here for a reason. I called you here for
You will return him to me. Now.
You are brave. For a man. But it is not your sword that will save him. How much are you willing to sacrifice? To suffer. To suffer.
I have given up everything.
Not everything. Not yet.
You want the ring?
You would give me the ring for the wraith.
And find myself beside him in your web.
I am Shelob, and I deal only in truth. I wouldn't give it up either.
Wait. Take your prize.
I'm impressed, stranger. He must mean something to you. Go to your puppet before he dies.
You have doomed us, Talion. Her power was vast before, and now you have given her mine. I poured my life force into that ring.
Then we must take it back.
The war you came to fight is not here. The ring is lost. So look to Minas Ithil and the Dark Lord's armies that surround it. Look to the Palantir. Souron will not stop until all of Middle-earth is dominated.
The Palantir must be protected.
Minas Ithil. I must know if Shelob's vision holds true.
Alright, so we actually learn a lot in that, and there's a lot of stuff that connects to the first game, but the unique relationship between Celebrimbor and Talon is kind of crazy. And here pretty soon we're going to actually get into the meat of how this game is going to operate.
The spiders showed us the truth. Gondor's last fortress in Mordor cannot fall.
Palantir is our concern. We must seize it before it falls into Sauron's hands. With it, his armies will be unstoppable. The fate of the city matters not.
I will not let them be slaughtered like my brothers at the Black Gate. We need to do something. Taking out the captain should buy the Gondorians some time.
And they could lead us to the Palantir. We must find a worm and make him talk.
Alright. And so there lets us know that we can jump from any height.
City and you're a grunt. Take the upper city and you're there. His mind is weak. Order. Lead the search for the Palantir.
Okay. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of, they're laying a lot of information on us here, and well, let's just go through it real fast. All right, so in this game, all the orcs have strengths and weaknesses. Wow. And so it's really important to kind of look at these to see what they are. So in this case, he's arrow-proof, he's fire-proof, he's poison-proof, he's beast-proof, so he's going to be kind of tough. He also has the advanced class where he can be a commander, so that means he's going to be surrounded by more guards. But we can daze him by doing stealth attacks, which is going to give us a good chance to actually get attacks in on him. And he takes damage, or extra damage, by execution attacks and by stealth attacks again. So trying to get into stealth positions is going to be really important when we face off against Skoth the Battlemaster. Now the other important thing is
The captain leading the search is in the lower city.
Then he will go no further.
it's important to realize that all of the captains and all of the orcs that we're fighting, even right now, are completely randomized. So if you start a new game, or, you know, anybody else starts a game, their orcs are going to be completely different than the ones that I got. Which is going to kind of make its own unique new story. Because as you deal with these guys, you're going to see they have a way of becoming very important without actually having a whole lot of personality given to them. Oh. Okay. So that's good to know. Alright. So, yeah, that was actually something I never picked up before. When they're dazed like that, you can do a ground execution by doing your crouch in and box. But any of these guys with the green above them are called worms. Worms have mines that we can infiltrate to gain new information on the different captains. Which, in this case, we really want... Let's see, can I attract him? Okay. By doing that, I actually kind of called him over to me, which will allow me to drain his information easier. First one they selected for us, but as we go, we can select any of these different orcs to learn who they are and get information about them. And you kind of see these guys here where they have a line to them. That means they're actually connected. They're like a captain-soldier kind of situation. So in this case, let's go ahead and learn who this captain is. Okay, so this is Ogle Bonelicker. like the beard. So he's flammable, so he's definitely weak to fire, and he's vulnerable to stealth, damage by range, damage by execution, damage by poison. He's beast-proof, and he's got a bunch of stuff. So he's a trickster, master of the hunt, so he can do he can sound the alarm and call other nearby orcs. He can put down traps. He gets the feral claws. So they get like a special attack with their claws. And then he's also got a master class where he gets a crossbow. So like he's going to be pretty nasty. Now in the later game, we're going to be looking to bring these guys into our forces.
Keep your eyes open. I don't fancy dying the same way.
But at the beginning of the game, we can't do that. So, which actually was it was kind of a problem I had when I first started messing with the game, because I wasn't aware that we weren't able to collect any of these guys yet, and so I kept trying to dominate captains and stuff, and you just can't. You have to wait until later in the game. And it'll all make a little bit more sense later. With a little bit of patience, we should be able to stealth kill this guy. And that'll lead us over to another one of these worms here. Oops. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, hopefully we didn't just kill him. So, since we know that these two are linked, let's just go ahead and reveal him. Okay, so another archer. Now he's mortally flammable. Which basically means if we get him on fire, he will die instantaneously. He's terrified on morgue flies. Vulnerable to stealth, sickly, damage by range, damage by execution, damage by beast. Enraged by pain. Now this is a tricky one. When a creature becomes enraged, it becomes much more powerful. So, yeah, that's kind of a... I'm sorry, enraged by pinning. Not pain. Pinning. But yeah, it's still the same. And then he's got a bonus crossbow. Yeah, so if you can avoid doing the things that will enrage them, it's best. But sometimes you can't. So if I'm right, this should be the end of these guys. There shouldn't be any more worms out here to get information from. But just because, you know, we don't want to leave him here by himself, we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and deal with him real fast. You probably noticed that most of these guys have unique looks. In the end, they actually all have unique looks. Any of these guys, if they were to beat me, could actually become captains and become their own unique orcs. Oh, you also might notice there's these mice running around. Mice can actually be very helpful if you need to gain back some health real quick. I know they want me to go the other way, but I want to check this section out real fast. Okay. Alright, not anything really pressing here. But yeah, if you ever are in a pinch and you need health and you see a rat, you can drain it with your O button. Let's see if we can sneak up on these guys.
Swine! It's the Grey Walker! I thought he was dead! He is! Italian the bow.
Oh man, and now the coolest thing. Alright, so we can hold down L2 to aim, and then it's R2 to fire. And for a portion of time, you'll get this awesome elf shot where time will slow down, and you can get a good bead on your enemy. An elf shot is amazing.
Good for the Gondorians. We have to help.
The Palantir is a powerful artifact. If we were to possess it,
We could turn the tide.
They really went all out to try to make sure that like almost everything here is traversable. It's pretty impressive. Oh, what? Did I miss something? Oh, yes I did. Alright. Yeah, so there's some cool little mini games where you have to go into Wraith World. And you go into Wraith World with L1. And it kind of gives you some sight. You also saw me probably pick up those arrows over there. It's important to know when we shoot those arrows, we're not firing real arrows. We're shooting what they call elf shot. What it is it's basically Celebrimbor, our elven half. It's him using his wraith powers.
We need to target their captains.
To create an arrow. And so we're shooting basically like wraith energy at our enemies. But yeah, as soon as you get close to them, you'll actually pick that stuff up, which is nice. And this was such a cool thing. So like, you have these fantastic statues, and I just assumed, oh, there's no way they're going to let us climb them. Oh yeah. Now you can climb all the way up them. It's like no big thing at all. So like they really went all out to make the world traversable, which is fantastic.
He's close.
the Wraith world will reveal his presence. Scoth.
Once again, they give us a little bit of information about him, so if we can, we want to do stealth attacks. And I love that, like, all of them have their names, they've all got voice acting. It's actually fantastic. So we want to try to sneak up on Scoth if we can. And remember, Scoth was the first one we looked at, and I believe he's...
Form up! It's your job to secure the seeing stone. No doubt they've hidden it, but we will tear open every room, every vault, and every Gondorian compartment. Make me proud, lads!
One thing I do like is that even though I'm a long ways away, they let us listen into that. Which is really nice, because I hate it when I miss information because of being in just a bad spot. Okay. So, let's do it. Stealth kill.
Enough of your leaping! This all cannot be stopped. Your brother's here dead and butchered, and there's nothing you can do about it. Hold him down and I'll carve him off the door!
amount of dialogue that they put in to these guys is amazing. Oh, dang it. You really gotta watch out what they've got going on and try to counter whenever you can. Uh-oh, okay. So I'm already down. Alright, so you have a last chance mechanic. Basically, you've got to push whatever the button is right when that circle hits the middle. And I can guarantee you they will not give you that much time again. That was kind of... just sort of a special situation. Alright, so another kind of cool thing, they've made gear now. So whenever you defeat a captain, even if you know, yeah, great, it would be great to capture all of them, but of course you can't. So you can actually pick up gear that commemorates the battle that you had with them. So when you go in there, you can kind of take a look at it. So in this case, I'm going to get a sword, and you can actually see it's named after the enemy that you defeated. And so it's gonna increase my attack by 7. But here's another cool thing: you can actually get special challenges that'll open up. So I can upgrade the sword at level 15 to make it go up to level 15 instantly. I need to recruit an orc. And then in any of the captains that I would recruit automatically gain a level. So it's a pretty cool weapon to keep hanging around with us. So we'll hold on to that for now. It's kind of tricky because you can't, when they first throw it at you, you really can't see the cool difference of the weapon. But you can kind of go back and take a look. I have a fancy special weapon, which is that Sword of Domination there. That came with my bundle. So that's actually not the sword we just earned. We just earned this sword. So actually, we're going to go ahead and let the Sword of Domination rest for a little bit, because that's kind of a fancy extra sword. Tell you what, guys. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and cut it for now, and then we'll come back here in a little bit. But this is Shadow of War, and this is Antman2050. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to be back for more, so we'll see you guys next time. Oh, I'm sorry. Until then, actually, have fun, play games, and be aware. See you later.